I'm United States Senator James Lankford from the great state of Oklahoma. It's an honor to be able to stand with you here today in observance of Yom HaShoah. This is a day of remembrance. It's a reminder, and it's a day of encouragement for all of us to be able to take practical steps that each of us can do to make sure the 6 million innocent lives that were taken during the Holocaust are never forgotten. It was the promise of the world after World War II, never again. But it should be the promise for each of us each day to make sure that individuals are remembered in this process as well. We all stand together against multiple entities around the world that continue to be able to push back with anti-Semitic hate, for individuals that choose to be able to deny the Holocaust and for whatever bizarre reason decide to be able to push back on the basic facts of history. We choose to be able to speak out in compassion and love, strength and facts, to be able to say we will never allow their memories to be wiped away from the earth. We will always allow the next generation to hear the stories of what's happened in the past. We'll continue to be able to stand with families that still bear the scars and the pain for their immediate family members, and also some of them still that are around that continue to tell the story. Senator Jackie Rosen and I, we helped found the U.S. Senate Bipartisan Task Force Combating Antisemitism. When we worked together to be able to pull this group together, we started with one Republican, one Democrat, and now it is half the Senate body that has joined that, equal numbers of Republicans and Democrats. We speak out on acts of anti-Semitism that we see of violence here in the country, like the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh or Beth Israel in Texas. We also speak out on issues around the world in areas where we've seen countries like Hungary or Poland or others, where there are actions that are taken, whether public or private, that we can speak out on and provide clarity for the United States Senate. We also continue to be able to challenge our own community, even in Washington, D.C., when we see things like swastikas painted on Union Station. We should continue to be able to speak out. Sometimes it's individuals in ignorance that are young and have no idea what they're actually representing. Sometimes it's people that are fully aware. But in either case, we should continue to challenge with grace and truth. I encourage folks to continue to be able to help us as we walk this journey, to be able to share a basic definition of what it means to have anti-Semitism. The International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance definition that now so many other countries have adopted, our own State Department uses, and we even see foreign football teams and others that have adopted this definition. We continue to be able to push to be able to have that definition in all of our entities here in the United States government as well, so that when we speak of anti-Semitism, everyone knows clearly what we're speaking of and knows all the definitions and illustrations of that. Those examples are important to us so that we can set before others as they're learning what it means to be able to push back and combat anti-Semitism and what it means in its essence as we discuss that topic. Thank you for what you continue to do, not only to be able to stand with Israel, as many of us have joined forces to be able to work together to speak out for the Abraham Accords and continue to find ways to be able to bless those 5 nations that have joined in those accords that lock arms together to say, how can we set aside anti-Semitism and hatred of the past to be able to work towards a cooperative future together. Thanks for the way that you continue to be able to engage in so many ways, in pragmatic ways, to be able to help the next generation know. My simple challenge to us, find one practical way today and in this week to be able to help people remember, to be able to educate the next generation, and to be able to encourage people to walk towards love, not towards the hatred of the past. We can do this. We must do this because we have said never again, and we should mean it. God bless you and thank you for being a part of this dialogue today and for allowing me to be a part of this journey with you as we observe together.